information about the psych is not to be meant to be a pain in your rear end, okay? Why? The psych piece is online, which in my mind says, if I take an online class, I'm trying to teach myself, okay, basically. So what I wanted you to do was have your book, have your PowerPoints and stuff, and apply it, right, to this. Instead of me saying, on this exam, that online stuff is going to be 25 test questions. You know, I don't want that because it is online, okay? So the key is this. Also with this, why do I try and do this? This is 5%. So I expect 8s. 5% of an A. Why? Because maybe you didn't do so well on an exam. Which, by the way, those exam grades were good as a class. This is a smart class. Now, if you didn't make good, then maybe you know, like I had a group who wanted some help. You know, these review sessions, and I know last Thursday, right, because Miss Norris told me she was coming to class where any of you knew, they're critical, guys. Review sessions are critical. Why? Because we know how complex this material is. It's very hard. But yes, this is a smart class. So, with that being said, this is not difficult, okay? This is stuff you've been doing all along. And like I said, I expect 8s. Now, if you turn in elementary work and you are not doing that great on your exams, you know what that 5% can do? It's going to bring you down. It's not meant to do that, okay? Gee, wonder why I made it due after spring break.
Thank you. Thank you.
There's a reason. So, what you're going to do is choose one of the topics, and yes, this could be anxiety. Maybe you're like, I can write a case about myself. You know, panic. I can write a case about myself. Oftentimes, what my students will do is they have a family member, a friend, or themselves, and they put it into the assignment. They just change the initials and maybe the age or whatever. You know, please don't go to a book and copy something. This is to, you know, make it up. And for example, now grieving, maybe you did have a family member, friend that you're like, I remember what they went through. So this is something I want to learn more about. So you can then apply them to your case. So the first part of this, everyone needs to print it off. Because if you follow, I tried to make it specific. You follow this guideline, it's a no-brainer. You're going to get an A, okay? You don't follow the guideline, points will be taken off because it is so specific. For example, general profile. Why am I seeking treatment? Presenting problem. And yes, I expect some of you are going to say, I am in nursing school. This is contributing to this horrible anxiety that I have, you know, with lack of sleep and da-da-da. You can do that. I don't care. That would be, you know, you can make this as far-fetched as you want to make it, okay? For example, you could go into detail about your physical signs and symptoms related to this horrible anxiety before an exam. My mental and emotional state. If somebody looks at me the wrong way, I cry. You know, I just cry. If somebody says something nice to me, I cry at that too. Labs, Well, I know my blood sugar's probably 300 right now because of all the stress, but maybe everything else is okay. Yes, the physician even requested a CT be done of my head. Because he thought I was crazy too. So, you can have some fun with it, especially this part. What I'm going to be looking very closely at is the nursing process piece. You guys do this every week, okay? So, and that's going to be your diagnosis, and with your outcomes and your goals and your interventions, okay? You do not, if you want to put it in a concept map form, that's fine. My brain doesn't function that way. I'm a very anxiety, outcomes, right? Type it up, send it in, okay? I would prefer, because I don't trust Blackboard and some of these programs, I would prefer if all, because I'm going to put them in folders and then print them out, if all of them go to my email. Why? If you don't get, you turn it in and you don't get a received from me, SR, I didn't get it. Okay? Because I promise you I will be checking to make sure. So if you turn it in, say you get this done the first of spring break because you want to have, I don't want to worry about anything else. Send it to me, and then I will be checking my computer daily. I'll send you back a received SR. That means she's got it. Okay? Main thing is it's in by the 17th. Okay? So have some fun with it, but make an A. It's not meant to be hard. It's meant to help. For my students that are doing great in exams, it's just going to bump you up. For my students that maybe had a hard time with an exam, this can help you a lot. Okay? Any questions? My office is down